Hey everybody, it's Trish Lutz, Vice President of Programs for Special Olympics Missouri. And today I am bringing you our SOMO Lead at Home program. And today we're going to talk about SMART goals. So let me share my screen with you real quick, if I haven't done that already. So SMART goals, using SMART goals to achieve your goals. So why is it important to set SMART goals? Setting goals helps you to improve your skills as a leader and as an athlete, and it teaches you responsibility and accountability. How many times have you been involved in a project, and everybody has, or been on a team where you have set goals or you want to achieve something, but you feel like you're just not getting anywhere? Well, if you set SMART goals, it will help you to be able to get where you need to go and be successful. So SMART, while it is smart to set goals, it actually stands for being, each letter stands for something. And the S in SMART stands for specific or simple, sensible, or significant. We're going to really focus on the word specific throughout this. So let's talk about what a specific SMART goal looks like. So your goal should be clear and specific, and you should be able to answer the 5 W questions. And so what are the 5 W questions, you're probably wondering? So let's go over those. The first one is what? What do you want to accomplish with this goal? The second one is why? Why is this goal important? The third one is who is involved? The fourth one is where is it located? And the fifth one is which resources do you need to accomplish this goal? So I took the liberty of having a specific goal, a SMART goal, that we're going to use as an example throughout this presentation. That goal is, I want to become healthier by walking or riding my bike 3 times a week for a minimum of 20 minutes for 8 weeks. So let's see if we can answer the 5 W's. What do we want to do in that goal? We want to exercise. Why? To become healthier. Who's going to do it? You are, or I am. Where? 3 times a week for 20 minutes for 8 weeks. And which that actually means is what resources do you need? So which resources are you going to use to make that happen? In this case, we're going to use the resources of walking or biking. The next letter in the word SMART stands for measurable. It could also mean meaningful or motivating. Focus on the word measurable. So a measurable goal should address questions such as how much, how many, how will I know when it's accomplished? An example of how we can see if our goal is measurable. So again, our goal is I want to become healthier by walking or riding my bike 3 times a week for a minimum of 20 minutes for 8 weeks. So how much? We're going to do it 3 times a week for 20 minutes. For how many? For 8 weeks. And how will you know if you've accomplished it? That's the big part of being measurable. You need to know that there's going to be a way at the end that you can hold yourself accountable and that you accomplished it and you were successful. So maybe one way, and this is where you might have to you'll have to break down your goal a little into smaller bite-sized pieces to find your accountability resources. Sorry, I can't talk for some reason. So for instance, in this case, maybe we would track it by using a spreadsheet or something, or a calendar, and you would write on your calendar that on Monday, I walked 20 minutes, and then on Wednesday, I walked 20 minutes, and on Friday, I walked 20 minutes. So you know for that week, you have achieved your goal. So, but you have to make sure you do that for 8 weeks because that's the rest of the goal. So you want to find a way that you can track it or hold yourself accountable to it being measurable. So next, in the word SMART, the letter A stands for achievable or agreed or attainable. So let's focus on those words. An achievable goal will usually answer questions such as, how can I accomplish this goal? How realistic is the goal based on other obstacles such as money? So again, let's look at our goal that we have written I want to become healthier by walking or riding my bike 3 times a week for a minimum of 20 minutes for 8 weeks. So how are you going to accomplish this goal as it's written? Well, first you're going to make sure that you know you can commit to those 3 days a week to exercise so that you're able to be successful. So if you've got a job that where you have to work, you know, from sunrise to sunset and you can't go out walking after dark, then that's probably not really going to be a very smart goal for you to say you're going to walk 3 times a week. How realistic is the goal based on other obstacles such as money? Having a plan B is important. What is the weather? Is it bad? You can't get outside for a week. What are you going to do about that? Maybe you could walk at a gym or a mall, or you might have to do Zumba at home. I apologize about my dog, but you know, we are leading at home right now. The R in SMART goals stands for relevant or reasonable, realistic, results-based. A relevant goal can answer yes to some of these questions depending on your goal. Some of these questions are more important than others. So the questions you might think about are, does this seem worthwhile to me? Is this the right time for me to be doing this? Am I the right person to reach this goal? Does this match the efforts efforts or needs? And that question is more for if you're doing group projects. So let's break this down, see if we can answer these questions. All right. With our goal, as it is stated, does this seem worthwhile to me? When you wrote the goal, like when I wrote the goal, it seemed worthwhile to me because I do want to become healthier. Is this the right time for me to be doing this? Well, if I wrote this goal in the winter time, would this be a practical goal? Would it be smart? Would I be able to achieve it at this point in time if it was winter? Probably not. But since it is springtime and we're moving, you know, spring, summertime, this is probably a more achievable goal because I said I wanted to walk and ride my bike to do it. Am I the right person to reach the goal? Can I make the commitment and stick with it? Well, I hope so. But sometimes you have to have an accountability partner with you to be able to help you stick to your goals. Does this match our other efforts or needs? Well, while this does relate to a group project, you can kind of relate it back to this goal as well, because it's you as an athlete, in a sense, even though, you know, this wording is more for groups, said, but it still applies because you're an athlete and you want to be healthier. The last letter in the word SMART is T for time-bound, time-sensitive, or time-limited. A time-bound goal will usually answer these questions. When? What can I do today to help me toward accomplishing my goal tomorrow? So with our goal, I want to become healthier by walking or riding my bike 3 times a week for a minimum of 20 minutes for 8 weeks. When? In 8 weeks. What can I do today to help me toward accomplishing my goal? Well, you're going to walk or ride your bike 3 times a week for 20 minutes. So that is very time bound. So you have written, this is a SMART goal, and you can help you be successful. So just to, again, review what SMART stands for: simple or specific, measured, meaningful, achievable, attainable, relevant, realistic, time-limited, or time-sensitive. So I know this has kind of been a quick session on SMART goals, but I do hope that you have learned a little bit. If you do have any questions, I do have or comments, please feel free to email me at lutz@S.M.A.R.T.org. And I'm going to go ahead and end this presentation with a video on SMART goals that'll hopefully sum it all up for you. So again, thank you, and let me get that video pulled up for you.
Hey kings and queens, I'm sure most of you have dreams, but in order to make them come true, dreaming is usually not enough. There is a great method called SMART, which helps you set goals wiser and transform your dreams into concrete goals. Instead of being far away, your dreams become achievable. SMART criteria means specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-bound. Specific. You should know exactly what you want. Not kind of, not almost, but exactly. Vague goals are much harder to achieve, so you need to define them as clearly as you can. This way you will know what you need to do in order to get what you want. But if your goal is vague, you will be confused. I want to be rich. That's not well defined. Instead, say I want to earn $8,000 per month with my online business and own a house which I will rent for $1,000 a month. You can be even more specific than that and write down more details. Measurable. How would you know if you achieved your goal? Think of ways to measure your progress. Break your larger goals into smaller ones so you can know whenever you accomplish something. I want to be a singer. That's not measurable. What defines a singer? Who decides what makes someone a singer, and how can you know if you become one? Some ways to measure your progress towards this dream can be writing a song, releasing an album, performing in front of an audience, or getting paid to perform. One side note, the fact that you make music and do what you love is already a huge success. Attainable. I've got to say something about this one. I'm in favor of dreaming big and aiming high. My dreams are far beyond the sky. After all, everything is impossible before it happens. People used to think that everything that can be invented has been invented, but new things are still being invented day after day, and yet you need to feel the progress. You need to see that you accomplish things along the way. Your dreams can be as crazy as you want, but set sub-goals that will push you to keep going. Focus more on what's in your control and less on the final result. For example, instead of "I want that there will be no more poverty in the world," focus on people you want to help to, events you want to organize, donation you can collect, a charity organization you can establish, and so on. Relevant. Why do you do what you do? Does it help you move towards your goal? Make sure that the actions you take are relevant. I want $150,000 a year. Okay, but for what? So I can have a financial freedom. So I can save up enough money for retirement. So I can donate and help people. Know the answer for why you want what you want and think if the steps you take are relevant and really push you forward. Time-bound. If you don't set deadlines, you have unlimited time to achieve your goals and you lose focus. Once you set a schedule or a deadline, you become committed. That's why many people become super productive or finish their tasks at the last minute. I want to have 10,000 subscribers. Okay, I can have them 20 years from now. So one of my goals is, I want to have 10,000 subscribers before November. Now that I have a deadline, I can see what actions I can take in order to achieve that. Upload more frequently, collaborate with other YouTubers, advertise my channel, and many other options. So like I said before, don't use it the wrong way of dreaming small or only desire things that seem achievable. On the contrary, think outside of the box and don't be afraid to dream big. The SMART criteria is a great tool that can help you focus and be practical. Thank you for watching. I invite you to join Freedom Kingdom. Hit the subscribe button and the bell icon to get notified about my future videos. New and exciting things are coming soon, so stay around. See you next time.
All right. Thanks again for joining in, and I hope you have a great day. Bye-bye.